Hey everybody, my name's Seth, and today I'm going to be talking about having a Pisces personality. Per usual, I put a link somewhere to let you guys know what a personality is, what a personality placements are, and what my intentions are with this series. So, Pisces personality, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Ascendant. If you have a Pisces Ascendant, um, there's going to be sort of a haze over everything. It kind of creates this sort of cloud over how you see things and where you're going. And there's a strong need for you to be able to sort of sink or swim. And you already know how to swim. So you got to be able to navigate your life with your senses, with your other four senses, because real sight and seeing what is going on around you is kind of not there. When you see things, you're not seeing it the way everyone else does, because not everyone else has this watery, misty sort of film in front of them like a Pisces ascendant does. So you need to rely on what you hear, what you feel, what you like, everything. Your fifth sense now that sight is being taken away, where it's that intuition and going off all those things and understanding what's going on around you in a totally different, unique way that works for you. You're also going to want to look at what's going on in your 12th house, because if you have a Pisces ascendant, Aries is in your 12th house, actually giving some influence. You're not far away from being able to do what you want and go towards what you want, because you're it's kind of just like flipped. What drives you inwardly is going to be what pushes you forward. You're also going to want to look at where Neptune is and where Jupiter is to see a good idea of where you want to go in the first place. These are just things that could help you navigate in a certain direction. But when it comes to where to start, you might not ever know. That might be a big thing for Pisces Ascendants, never knowing where to start. Because really, when you come out and you're into the world, it's kind of like, I don't have any idea where I am now, so I have no idea where to start from. Um, and the best idea, the best advice for a Pisces ascendant is to just do something. Don't wait to try to understand it. Don't wait to try to make it logical. Just start anything. Start it. And then when if it fails or if it succeeds, you now have a new starting point, and now you know where you are, and now you've already started, so there's no point of stopping. So now you can kind of create this map of what's going on around you based off where you just started from, that first mistake or that first success. And now you know where you are. And now you can map out everything around you based on this starting point that you've just created by just doing something. So that's just do something. Because this idea of indecisiveness, this idea of just really feeling lost, feeling as if you're kind of just floating along, it can happen. But as long as you actually just take the time to do something, to start something, to make a decision, you can start a great rhythm and start to create a really good habit. Yeah, you can really start to create a good habit of just doing something, and then you're always swimming. You're never just floating along. Now, if you have a Pisces sun, it's a little different from having a Pisces ascendant. With a Pisces ascendant, you might get a really grounding energy like a Taurus sun, or a really fiery energy like a Leo sun, which really gives you a good idea of like, all right, I know what I want. I just don't know how to get there. Now there's a little bit of a difference, because with your sun being in Pisces, you're not really sure what you want. You want to be able to be alone to figure it out. You want to be able to have your own personal time to figure out, what exactly am I proud of? What exactly, who am I? And then why do I feel like I don't feel like me right now? And you're surrounded by like bikers and you're a preppy. Like, you know what I mean? Why do I feel like I'm not me? Like, you need to be able to um to create scenarios for yourself where you can feel healthy, where you can feel whole, where a Pisces ascendant can actually handle that. They can handle unhealthy environments for actually a whole lot longer than a Pisces sun or a Pisces moon, because they will eventually use their other skills and other talents to get them out of there. A Pisces sun or a Pisces moon can honestly get lost there a whole lot more easily and a whole lot deeper, um, the way that they're lost than a Pisces ascendant. Um, with the sun being there, it's that drive to do what you want, to go after what you need, what's your bare minimum. of what makes you feel like you. And with such a mutable energy here, I would say easily the most mutable energy, Pisces can't always answer that question, so they need to be able to keep changing the answer. They need to be able to change what makes me proud today and what makes me proud tomorrow. Who do I feel like I am today and who do I feel like I am tomorrow? But the big thing here is to understand that that doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're phony, like some people might try to claim, or that you're fake, or that you're weak, or that you're different. Everyone's different. It's just that you have the ability to be just as different as that person, and you can be just as different as that person, and you can be just as different as that person. You have the right to choose what you want to be and who you want to be at all times. So you need to take that on as your power instead of seeing it as a weakness or seeing it as something that's making you lost. Because really, for this idea that Pisces do feel so lost, who said that you are? Is anyone not lost in this world? Don't take on these sort of preconceived notions that people who are going around doing things, having careers, and having all these different, very specific focuses are not lost. They're just as lost as you. It's just that they decided that they're not lost because they found a career that they wanted to focus on. They decided that they're not lost because they found a talent that they want to develop. You can do the same thing. Decide why you're not lost. Pick something that you want to focus on. Pick something about yourself that you're proud of and develop it. Start. Make a decision. Do something. That is the main thing. You have to do something, because you will float along and you will feel lost and you will continue to compare yourself to other people until you activate. You need to activate and start creating your reality. Now with a Pisces moon, it is even more important for you to create a reality. You actually instinctually do it. So it is more important for a Pisces moon to pay attention to what is going on with them internally, because it will kind of immediately become reality. If you're sitting around and you're like, I don't know who I am, I feel like I'm so lost, and blah, 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 you're going to get in your car and you're going to get lost on your way to work. Your way to work that you've been to every single day. You're going to manifest it. You're going to turn it into reality. So you need to pay more attention, even more attention than a Pisces ascendant and a Pisces sun. Understand your power. Understand that your emotions are changeable. So it's not really an option that you can be this and you can be that every single day. It's not an option. It's just that you are this and you are that and you are this every single day. You are these different things every single day. Roll with it. Learn your own rhythms. Pay attention to the moon and figure out how you work. Figure out your rhythm, and then understand that that means that you are not lost. That there is a way that you can find this, that you can decide what your focus is, decide what you want to be and what you want to do every single day. Maybe when you first wake up in the morning, or maybe right before you go to bed at night. And that's that. And you are not lost. You will decide your path. You will decide where you want to be. And you need to take on your mutability as a power. And you need to understand that you are in a very powerful position to manifest your reality. So as long as you feel that you are in control, you will become in control. And when the moon changes and all these things start to shift, become one with it. Meditate, or find a way to feel more secure inside your own body, inside of this environment. Take a lot of time to be by yourself, to understand what your environment is, because when you have an environment by yourself, you understand who you are. So then when you can go out into the world, you understand the difference between who you are and who someone else is, so you don't feel so much like it's I'm so lost, I don't know what's going on around me. The more that you spend time by yourself, the more that you meditate and do things to get aligned with yourself. It is a way for you to differentiate from other people as much as need be, because at the end of the day we're all one, but you need to be able to differentiate enough to survive and to be okay, and to have some type of control over what is going on with you. So just understand that, and understand when you decide, truly decide, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm about my life, I'm about my money, I'm about my shit, I'm about everything that I want to be about. That's just going to be the truth, because you finally decided, you finally made that decision, and life is just going to make that shit happen. Now, let's see, like if let's put some things together as an example. Let's say you have an air ascendant, an Earth sun, and a Pisces moon. This is going to be very interesting because your sun is going to want to be able to find something stable, find something that it can manipulate, that it can watch change, and it can be proud of itself because it knows that it was its hands that did it. I did this. I made this happen. I can physically watch it happening. And it can take pride from that. Either it's gaining money or gaining comfort or developing a skill, whatever it is. Just being able to watch it happen and know that they did it, Earth Sun will be happy with that. Then with the air ascendant, you want to be able to lead your life in a way where you can understand and be understood by others. This gets a little complicated with a Pisces moon because Pisces doesn't really know what it wants, what's going to be happening, what's going on any other day. The average Pisces moon, until they start to align with themselves and figure out who they are compared to the rest of the world and follow the moon and all that stuff I just talked about. Once that Pisces understands their power and understands these things, then the ascendant can become a vessel for whatever they are that day. If the moon's in Aries and they're fair and powerful, they can communicate it and actually turn that shit into real life and be able to handle whatever life is throwing at them in a way that is connecting them to others. They might be able to find other Aries who will help them in that day. When the moon shifts into Cancer and they're feeling a lot more watery, when they're able to communicate their emotions, communicate what they're feeling, and to really manifest it, physically manifest it now, be in control of what they're manifesting into the world, they can find other Cancers, find other water signs, and find that support that they need at all times, and understand what they need at all times, and find ways to give it to themselves with that Earth Sun, because they will be able to communicate, figure out what's going on with them internally, and then figure out what's going on with the outside world, communicate, figure it out, logically figure it out, what is going on around me, and then take their sun, which is right in the middle, and bring both these things together and turn it into what they want. Manipulate what's physically happening around them to get what they want, what they need. It can be amazing once they figure that out. But the average Pisces moon, who's not really where they get this idea, where they take on the ideas of the world and decide that they are lost, so therefore you will be lost. It can become this sort of cry for help, where where you kind of see that idea of a Pisces and addiction, and their addiction of choice will be what's going on with their sun, and will most likely be weed or mushroom, something of the earth, something that makes them forget responsibility, and then they will find a way to cry out for help. You'll see it on them. They will talk about it, but they won't actually do anything about it because they don't feel in control, so their sun will not allow them to let anyone else be in control either. It can go to either extreme. This is Pisces we're talking about. But hopefully we see that they go towards the former and take control of what's going on around them and own their power and define their reality. Don't let reality define them. So thanks for watching, you guys. It's Pisces personality. Leave some comments below if you have anything to say about this. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, like my page on Facebook, and thanks for watching.